That's three. They got their quarterback back.
For Houston, they're led by Kevin Sumlin. Before he coached at U of H and Texas A&M, he was an assistant for Mike Price at Washington State. Price's son, Eric, the OC. Marvin Sanders, the DC. Louisville native Chris Redmond coaches the Kings. Former third-round pick by the Ravens. His teammate on the Super Bowl 35 champs, Jamie Sharper, his DC. Steve Logan, the winningest head coach in East Carolina history, the OC. The Gamblers will kick it away. Kings will start a steamy night here in Houston with the football. Off and running. James Robinson, his first touch as the King. Rips through a tackle. Takes it to the 35 in great field position for Jason B.
11, Roy off, gun, Roy off, yield, 7 divide blade. Roy off, yield, 7 divide blade, gun it.
Kentucky's all-time leading rusher, Benny Snell, with the first touch, and he goes backwards.
Yeah, this defense for Houston, this defensive front is the strength of this defense for Houston. Guys that get off the football, make plays early on. They know they need to stop the run and force this Louisville team to have to throw.
Bean to throw. In traffic, he was looking for Javonte Payton. Broken up by Kerry Vincent at LSU, H-Town native.
It's a nice job by Vincent Jr. He's on the top side. And all he does is just a good job of staying and waiting to the ball's arrival. And got right in front. That's a nice job. Maybe a little bit early there, but you have to be come on. I knew it. A little bit. I knew you were going to say
I'm
something.
always pro offense here, so it takes a lot for me to say something for the defense.
Third and long. Jason Bean with top. Steps up. Throws to an open man. Caught for the first down. And it's Javonte Payton out of Tennessee down to the 45.
Nice job by Payton. He got Carlton Johnson in the spin cycle. He planted that right foot, and when he cut to the inside, watch Johnson. He falls to the ground. He couldn't get out of his break, but a nice job on the route.
Kings with tempo. Bean will scramble. Gets a block on the edge and will get back 1 yard beyond the line of scrimmage. Certainly has that athleticism. When he was initially on the practice squad with the Colts, was listed as a quarterback / receiver.
Hey, Lee, 77 F drive Z post X under on ready.
Here that Z to the post. So you got a post element. Taking a shot here, Aaron, I hope.
Bean scrambles. Hit from behind and dropped for the sack. Carlton Johnson, the Fresno State Bulldog, with the sack.
I love what Carlton Johnson did here. I want you to watch everything. It all starts on the outside. He shows the blitz, but watch how he stays outside. See, he stayed outside, forced Beaton to have to step up, and watch how he redirects. He redirects and was able to make the sack. That's a terrific job of staying high and then redirecting to make the sack.
Playing it safe on the ground to James Robinson. Patient up the middle. And that's going to take it to the 41-yard line. Now, the new rule in the UFL, once you eclipse the 50, there are no punts on fourth down.
Well, here we go, Lowell. They could bring in the field goal unit. It looks like not their punting unit. I was hoping we get another of those 60-yard field goals we got last week in D.C., but it looks like the punting unit, no, field goal.
Yeah, so this is going to be a long field goal, Tim. Mac Brown is the holder. Tanner Brown, a perfect 7-7 on the season.
Why not speed it back 1 yard and just go for 60? Why go 59?
59-yarders. This will
back 1 yard, Lowell.
3 points instead of 4 if it was from 60. Here's the boot, a low line drive, and it's true. Tanner Brown, 8 for 8 on the season. It connects for 59 yards.
Now, if we scooped that ball back 1 yard, they would have got an extra point. They would have 4 points instead of 3, because that ball looked like it was good from 65.
So are you telling James Robinson take a knee a little early?
I'm not saying take a knee, but what I'm saying is maybe the holder goes back 1 more yard, and now we're kicking it from the 60 or from the 50-yard line. It's a 60-yard field goal, and you get 4 points. Let's not waste points here. But a terrific job, though, anyway. 59-yard field goal. Outstanding job by Tanner Brown.
And the longest in Tanner Brown's career standout at Oklahoma State was a semifinalist for the Lou Groza his final year in Stillwater.
And that's a good job for them. Eric McClain said it earlier. They want to get off to a fast start. They want to get going early. And to get a field goal on that opening drive is going to be huge for Louisville. Let's see if they can keep it up offensively. And now the Houston Gamblers get their opportunity.
Got to send this kick inside the 20. Otherwise, it comes out at the 40-yard line. Also is the case if you sell it straight into the end zone. John Trey Kirkland inside the 10. And Kirkland bottled up at the 30-yard line. Eric Price, the play caller.
Pistol, flood left slot, Lou Gator. Big 12. Pistol, flood left slot, Lou Gator.
Hold on. Pistol, flood left slot, Lou Gator on 1. Ready, break.
A lot of audio to process for the viewers at home. So at the bottom of the screen, we will be able to identify who exactly you are hearing from through the course of the broadcast. Jalen White out of Georgia Southern, the first carry. Has to fight like heck for the 1-yard pickup. Cam Dantzler, former 3rd-round pick by the Vikings, makes a stop.
Guys, it's been an offense very slow start for the first 3 games. They take some shots early, see if they can get this offense ignited with something.
Slow start because of the injuries at quarterback. Hunter Deckers and Nolan Henderson, both unavailable last week at D.C. Henderson steps up. The Delaware Blue Hen does this best. Scrambles, slides past the tackle attempt by Dantzler, and it will set up a 3rd and long.
Double right, close, polar, hustle up. Double right, close, polar.
Double right, close, polar. Polar, double right, close, polar. Polar, polar. Ready? 180! What's that?
Free play for Henderson. And will take his shot one-on-one, and the adjustment is made. Kirkland out of LSU with the catch.
Oh, that's a nice job there by Kirkland adjusting back to the football. It was a free play. Nolan Henderson realizes that. A nice throw to the outside.
Hold on.
Offside in the neutral zone at the snap. Defense number 92. The penalties declined. The result of the play is the first down.
Nice job on a route by Kirkland.
Trips left. Rib
That's a good ball, too, man. That's great timing. Everybody on the same page there, understanding they have that free play.
Henderson playing with his middle finger taped on his throwing hand. The injury he suffered 2 weeks ago in the comeback win against Birmingham. And a flag down.
False start, 13, number 13.
False start, offense number 13. 5-yard penalty, first down.
And that's on Kirkland, who was the emergency quarterback for Houston last week. Played 1 game at quarterback for LSU in his career.
Wilson, F. Pigeon on 1. Ready, break.
We still want to make sure that we are aware the ball had crossed the 50-yard line, so they still have to go for it on 4th down. No punts, only field goals in the UFL once you cross the 50.
What's on?
Henderson on time, using the tight end as the big target. Amari Rogers, former Washington Commander, had 3 starts for D.C. Makes the catch.
I'll say this, guys, right now, Nolan Henderson in pregame and for the first couple throws, all looks like it's coming out. That finger does not seem to be bothering him right now.
Yeah, very accurate, Aaron Murray. You're right. It's been ball placement so far for Nolan Henderson.
Ready. 180. What's on?
Week 1 starter for the Gamblers is back and going heavy on the ground inside the 40, and rumbling is Marcus Major. Former Minnesota Golden Gopher and OU Sooner.
And watch my guy right here, Victor Crane, does a nice job as he gets to the outside. See that little hook? That's where it started at. A nice job on the blocking up front, and that's where you're able to get to the outside and get a nice little gain there by Major.
Marcus Yards now checks in at tailback. So it's a blue hand backfield for Houston.
180. What's on?
Henderson pulls it from Yards. Downfield. And just overthrowing Kirkland, his intended target. Henderson and Yards shared the backfield together. A prolific run at Delaware. Yards became an FCS All-American the season after Henderson wrapped up his career.
Straight left.
And now get another opportunity to play together.
No, you're good. Ready. 180.
Trips to the outside.
What's on? Right on.
Here's Yards. A stiff arm. A goodness engulfed by Travis Bell, the first draft pick in the history of Kennesaw State football.
So now we're going to go fix right off, rip Waco Grizz. Fix right off, rip Waco Grizz.
Waco Grizz on 1. Ready, ready.
All right, I'm going to put John Trey in the next play. Yep. Get him.
You can tell the bottom of the screen lit up when Eric Price is communicating with his quarterback, Nolan Henderson.
180. What's on?
Here's the scramble. Henderson to the 32-yard line.
And I think just from the conversation right before that, putting John Trey in, means John Trey Kirkland, if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but now I see the field goal unit going out.
And Henderson's limping after that play. Oh, and unfortunately, that right leg bent underneath him awkwardly. To see that.
Keep an eye on it, monitor it.
So a 50-yard field goal for John Hoyland, his first attempt since he walked it off from this distance 2 weeks ago, and he is still perfect. So Hoyland and Brown came into this week as the only kickers in the UFL to not miss, and that still is the case.
So 50-yard field goals are the new 40. Is that it?
It's easy. Tied up at 3 here in Houston. The UFL is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Progressive. And Louisville went to OT. This was the final possession. Corey Mayfield called for a hold. Here's the result.
This was the second defensive foul by Louisville during the overtime period. The try is good. Orlando wins, and the game is over.
Dean Blandino, VP of officiating for the UFL. You were on that call, did a beautiful job explaining the reason for that rule, why it was put in place from the jump. What did you think, though, of the ability to be nimble and switch that rule in the days that followed?
I think that's what's so great about the UFL. We had an unintended consequence. The rule was in place for player safety, but we certainly don't want the game to end on a penalty. So we're able to quickly get together, have some good conversation, and make a tweak to where on that second live ball defensive foul, it won't be an automatic score, but it'll keep moving the ball closer to the goal line half the distance. And the ability to do that during the week was something that's really unique to the UFL.
Dean, how important is the reaction in embracing the fans and how invested they are in the league with these rules?
No question. That's who we're catering to. This is who we want to be engaged and to be watching our games. So when the fans feel strongly about something, we're going to listen and we're going to take that feedback and do what's best for the game and keep moving it forward.
Dean, appreciate the time. Tremendous job as always.
Thanks.
And here's another one of the rules of the UFL. Moved up to the 40-yard line because of the kick that sailed. That was really not the ending that Chris Redmond was hoping for. It's been a tough schedule. Orlando's at 3-0, back-to-back wins over Louisville. But Redmond feels like this Kings team is very close to turning it on. Here's Benny Snell, his second carry, and fights through a tackle attempt to the backfield, slammed by former Bama star Christopher Allen.
Chris Redmond, he's talking about how he's managing. This is his first time as a head coach.
Yeah.
So he's still learning how to get his guys to just finish. That's what his message was all week long, was he's got to finish.
Well, Jason Bean has certainly won his trust. He was awesome in the second half, 15 to 27, 190 yards and 3 touchdowns. Here's a play action. Bean's going to roll, trying to elude the pressure, the dump down to the tight end. And it will set up 3rd and long after the completion to Zach Davidson.
Yeah, 3rd down 6. All right, here we go. I want 11 personnel.
11.
Rip, zip, OB2 jet, cut, park. Rip, zip, OB2 jet, cut, park. Rip, zip, OB2 jet, cut, park.
Hey, rip, zip, OB2 jet, cut, park.
Kings looking for the 50. Bean looking at Lucky Jackson to the tight end. Back to Lucky Jackson. Jackson comes inside, and it's inside the red zone for Louisville.
A little miscommunication right here by the Houston Gamblers, and it's 2 guys are running in the same spot. I thought he was trying to hit the tight end, but a nice job of Jackson. Lucky Jackson adjusts his route. He's the one that catches the football, but he also had the tight end 87 Trey McKinney open. But a nice job by Jackson calling him off, almost like he's in the outfield in a baseball game, to catch that pass and make a big play.
One back.
Jason Bean only completing 47% of his passes, worst in the UFL, but no one takes more downfield shots than number 5. Here's the pitch. Isaiah Winstead lowers the shoulder, forced out at the 15. Flag is down.
Yeah, I think we got 12 guys on the field. One Gambler, Houston Gambler, didn't get off the field.
Number 14 was running off the field.
Too many men defense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down. Correction, 1st down.
Kevin Sumlin frustrated. Team really started with penalties in the loss last week against DC. The most lopsided loss in UFL history, 45-7.
Stat Reno, Hurry.
James Robinson still up to the 5-yard line.
First down. We're on the 4.
I want to go Ricky Bunch. 11, Ricky Bunch, 200 jet end in. Ricky Bunch, 200 jet end in.
Bunch, 200 jet Indian on. Ready?
I wonder, is this 4-down territory regardless for Louisville? I mean, one of the lower scoring teams in all of the UFL. They know how huge it is to get 7 down here inside the team.
7th in red zone touchdown percentage at 33%. Here's a crosser. Bean doesn't go that way. He's going to try to get the edge, has the 1st down inside the 5-yard line.
This is what I'm talking about, Lowell, how the offense seems to stall once they get inside of that red zone, like you mentioned. Here's just the offensive line, and it's a great job by Houston. Everybody maintaining who's in front of them and plastering, and there's nowhere to go with the football for Jason Bean. He's got to just run out of bounds.
Nice job there for this defense. Very much banned defense for the first part of the season. That's how it went to zone. We saw all those crossers.
Passing everything off. Yeah. Passing everything off, Aaron.
First and goal for Robinson. Left side. No one home. Flag is down in the backfield.
Yeah, they're going to get a hold right here on the left tackle.
Holding 69.
Holding. Offense, number 69. 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
That's Leroy Watson. 4 starts under his belt in his NFL career.
Yeah, I don't know how that's a first down, but here's 69 right here, Leroy Watson. Watch the left hand of Watson. See, he kind of gets beat, but watch the left hand holding on late.
And Kirk, it really starts with his footwork. I mean, we're going outside. He's taking an inside step, shallow step there. You have got to go. You've got that elbow from your left guard right inside there. Get out and run, young man.
Louisville starts 3 offensive linemen with NFL regular season experience. Being to throw. Double pump, and it's tipped at the line of scrimmage. Trey McKinney intended target. Rashad Lawrence from LSU breaks one up for the 2nd straight week.
Yeah, nice job by Lawrence. He's going to be on the left side. And he's just fighting. He's over the center, and he comes up. Just get a hand up. You're taught as a defensive lineman, if you can't get to the quarterback, try to read his eyes and just get a hand up. Make it cloudy for him, and that time Lawrence was lucky that the ball was deflected off his hand.
25 games in the NFL for Rashad Lawrence. 2nd and goal. Backside pressure. Bean feels it. Contact. Flag down in the end zone. McKinney got rocked.
Yeah, previous spot in the 15. Where do we put this? The 1.
Pass interference defense number 26.
Where are we going to put it?
On the 1-yard line.
The 1.
Number again, 26. Thank you.
Pass interference, defense number 26. By rule, the ball will be spotted at the 1-yard line, where it'll be 1st and goal.
Injury, Chris, injury.
Media,
Trey
Chris,
McKinney,
they want to go here, team.
the injured Kings player. Get an update when we return. This is moments ago. Trey McKinney, former Georgia standout, 3rd-round pick by the Chargers, leaving the field.
And he's leaving the field because Eli Walker, number 26, coming from the left side of the screen, 26, got there just a little bit too early. He jumps on top and then gets landed on. Trey McKinney does by Walker as well. So not only did Walker interfere, he also lands on McKinney at the end of the play.
That penalty makes it 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. 2-back look. Snell and Robinson, who was signed this week, behind Jason Bean. And it's Benny Snell trying to push into the end zone. Initial spot is down inside the 1.
Eric McClain, tell me when you hear 23 personnel, how excited did you get? 2 backs in the game, 3 tight ends. This is all run downhill, baby.
Well, I get really excited until we don't get in the freaking end zone. Let's do it again. Banjo. But it looks like they're checking out.
Don't put skilled guys in there.
Here we
Keep
go.
the boys in at the 1-yard line.
Wednesday, anytime touchdown. Look out.
So they go from the big boy package to now some skill guys.
In the pistol, a little more downhill right now.
To Snell, upended again. The Gamblers defense home.
Oh, man, what a job by B.J. Mays. He's got to play not only to run, but he's also keeping his eyes on the quarterback, Jason Bean. But Bean handed that ball off, and he's able to stay down the line. Watch the right side right here. B.J. Mays, see how he's keeping an eye on the quarterback, but then was able to get down and still make a play on Benny Snell. That's a terrific job by the safety coming down late.
Well, it's just little things in the red zone, guys, keeping them from that rushing touchdown. The tight end just has to block him, give the running back an opportunity to get downhill to get in the end zone. Little details have to be perfect inside the 5.
Now Jason Bean
Timeout,
calls a
Louisville.
timeout.
They're 1st and a half, 30 seconds.
Kirk, I'm interested with this ball being where it is. You mentioned it earlier in this drive. Is this 4-down territory?
Correct.
I mean, I am running the football right now. I'm trusting my big back. And let's go, man. You need a yard. Get in the end zone.
I love the big package, though. When you get that, you know, the jumbo package, 2 backs, 3 tight ends. Sometimes I get stubborn and just keep running and keep running. Force the defense to have to stay disciplined and stay in their gaps.
Hey, this is the time you got to challenge that offensive line and the quarterback. You've got 2 plays right here. 2 plays to get in the end zone. I'm running the ball both times to get in there.
Hey, we went back, bring right deep.
And remember, no tush push in the UFL. Not allowed to do the tush push.
Matching the personnel. We're right back in that 23 again. 2 backs, 3 tight ends in the game for Louisville.
play of the drive. Robinson motions out. Bean rolling that way. Bean's got the edge. Slides down at the 1-yard line. And it's where you start to slide, so Bean is short of the end zone. 4th down.
Oh, Quentin Newsome makes this play, number 6. Nice job of not only maintaining coverage on the back, but being able to peel off and be it right there where Bean was. You're going to see Newsome flash right here, right in front. And that ball is short of the goal line, and a nice job by the Houston Gamblers forcing a 4th down.
At the end of the first quarter.
That brings us to the end of one. A couple of field goals on the board as Houston and Louisville, huge game, trying to get out the bottom 4 in this UFL race. Louisville head coach Chris Redmond trying to get the Kings in the win column. Looked like they should have gotten into the end zone, but Jason Bean slides down just shy of the end zone, so that sets up 4th and goal from the 1, and the Kings offense is staying out on the field.
Nice job again by Quentin Newsome. Remember, staying off the quarterback, too. We've seen how many defenders coming in low, but nice job staying off.
Guys, we do not slide at the goal line.
Robinson with the carry. Second surge. Gets him in. Welcome back to pro football, James Robinson. Now Houston and Eugene Asante showed up with the ball.
He's good. He was it.
All right.
You know, as defensive players, Kurt, just trying to do something.
Man, I want to take another look at that one.
Let us get our touchdown, Kurt.
Oh, it was right down the line. It was a couple of guys. Look, one-on-one tackling right there. Eli Walker, 26, where he had the penalty earlier. He denies Robinson right there of the end zone, but it's that second effort. Second effort by Robinson. Watch
Don't be taking it away.
Putting the ball out right there. Does that ball hit the tip of the goal line?
Does it go across?
That's just, he needs to hit the just tip of the goal line. Does that ball hit there?
It certainly landed shy, but where is the extension?
The previous play is under review.
There we go.
All right, let's listen in to Dean Blandino and his group.
It's a nice job. The initial hit was by Eli Walker, and then Asante 19 comes in for the cleanup.
And if I can piece that angle together, and if I can find the ball, but it's going to be tough. Again, I need to see something down the line. Here's my end zone shot where he's clearly reaching. He still has possession at that point. Little bobble, but he has control at that forward point. Again, I don't have anything else down the line. Chris, after further review, the ruling on the field is touchdown stands.
After review, the ruling on the field of a touchdown stands.
James Robinson, former undrafted star out of Illinois State for the Jaguars, with the first rushing touchdown of the season for Louisville. Was signed to the Kings this week. They have 2 healthy running backs, Robinson and Snell. The one-pointer is up and good, and it's 10-3 Kings with the lead thanks to James Robinson, who's with Eric.
James, first rushing touchdown for the Louisville Kings. First rushing touchdown for you in the UFL. Walk me through what you're thinking right now, brother.
I'm just glad to be back out here, man. Been through a lot, and I'm just out here playing ball now, really.
Coach said when you came back after being cut early in the season, you were a different person. You had a different mindset. Your body was in shape. What'd you do in those 2 to 3 weeks leading to this moment right now?
Keep grinding. And once I got back, it was fuck it. So, I don't know what else I got to prove to everybody, but I'm here now.
Appreciate you, brother.
Long overdue.
Robinson, undrafted by the Jaguars, had 1,400 yards from scrimmage his rookie season. The most by an undrafted rookie in NFL history. However, late in his second season with the Jaguars, ruptured his Achilles, and that really marked a turning point in the career of James Robinson. He says he's on a mission to get back.
Yeah, and they draft Travis Etienne right after that. So you kind of think, you know, what could have been if he didn't have the injury. And he said right now, I'm just happy to be back out here playing.
It's took 7 plays from inside the 15-yard line, 4 at the 1. The Kings get the touchdown. There's Kirkland from the 5. And tripped up at the 24-yard line. Week 4 of the UFL schedule rolls on tomorrow night on Fox at 8 Eastern as the Dallas Renegades take on the Columbus Aviators. Then on Saturday at 12:30 on ABC and the ESPN app, the St. Louis Battlehawks face off against the DC Defenders. And we wrap up the day at 4 p.m. on Fox with Orlando and Birmingham. Orlando and Dallas, the 2 undefeated teams at the top of the UFL. Top 4 get in after the 10th week of this regular season.
Ready? 180! We're done!
Nolan Henderson back to work, puts it in the gut of Jalen White. Former team captain for Clay Helton at Georgia Southern. Aaron Henderson playing with the middle finger on his throwing hand taped up. How do you think that affects his performance?
Well, you have to think about it, too. When you're a quarterback back there, all those bodies, all it takes is one little nick on someone's helmet, and you start thinking about it a little bit more. So after the first possession, came to the sideline, looked like he was nursing it a little bit. So make sure you continue to take a look at that right middle finger.
Ready? 180! We're done!
Anderson throwing on the run, incomplete. 3rd down.
Okay, 11 personnel.
5, left hash.
11 personnel, 8 shift, double right, 23 X delay. 8 shift, double right, 23 X delay.
8 shift, double right, 23 X delay.
He just got covered like a freaking glove.
Dog.
Covered like a glove, the ultimate compliment for a DB.
Ready? 180! We're done!
Henderson paddled up and is dropped. Travis Bell does it again. 7th-round pick by the Bears. Gets the sack.
I think he's on that Eric McClain bench press program. I want you to watch just how Travis Bell, 98, excuse me, he just bench presses that right guard, Gareth Warren, right into the quarterback. That's just a tremendous job of just using strength, collapsing the pocket, and then finishing. It's Travis Bell, number 98.
Kirk, let me tell you, never been on the end of that, but it looked terrible.
It didn't look good.
I'm joking. It sucks, man. When that happens, it is not fun.
Jalen Allen also involved in the play, finalist for the Houston Area Player of the Year, his senior year of high school. Right here in H-Town. Mike Rivers, the Troy Trojan with the punt, had pressure in his face. Opportunity to get lucky from the 31. Lucky Jackson. Tripped up at the 35-yard line. For whom the bell tolls, Travis Bell with the big play. Louisville with an offensive spark as well, and a 10-3 lead here in Houston.
There's Kevin Sumlin, and he's trying to figure out what happened there. Lucky Jackson, number 0, and I'm watching it live, and I thought that his right hand gave the signal for a fair catch. And then upon catching the football, decided to return. This is what the UFL, why it's so great, is that able to, during the break, realize there was a mistake made and brings that ball right back to the 31 where the initial fair catch signal was made, and that's where the ball will be spotted.
And Lucky Jackson got banged up on that play. That's a big development because it's a Louisville offense playing without Caden Prather and Tariq Black, 2 starting receivers from a week ago.
Blue 88! Blue 88!
Being back to work. Greenwood time. The crosser. Sticky hands by Carter Bell. The South Dakota Coyote makes the catch.
Yeah, it's all this offensive line. A great job of protecting, being allowed to kind of survey the defense. And just watch this offensive line. This is my group right here. Just watch how they protect and allows Bean to move around in the pocket for that late breaking route by Bell.
Don't you just love a pretty pocket to throw out of? Come on, baby.
I could have threw out of that pocket.
Daggum right you could.
Those 3 former NFL offensive linemen protecting Bean. The Jayhawk to scramble.
You guys just had it, jinx them, didn't you? Talking good about that offensive line, right?
Yeah, talking good. And You get one guy up, and then you get another guy swinging all the way around. Christopher Allen, he's going to make the play. He comes from out here, but it's really the penetration up the field is how this sack happens. Just a good job of everybody getting into work, putting up the field, and a nice little action of the Tex game. Tackle first and second, and Christopher Allen with the sack.
2 sacks now for the Gamblers defense. He nearly made a valiant stand at the 1-yard line on Louisville's last drive. And there's the give to Benny Snell, all-time winning rusher in Kentucky history. Eclipses the 40-yard line. 3rd down. The number is ridiculous. 48 touchdowns in his Kentucky career. Only Tim Tebow and Herschel Walker with more in the storied history of the SEC. 3rd and 13 for Jason Bean, native Texan. And that is in, out, and back into the hands of Javonte Payton, who makes the catch for the 1st down.
Wow, what a nice job by Payton. He makes the catch in traffic. I didn't expect him to make this, but just watch number 1 on the bottom of the screen. He gets into his hole, and watch that ball. It's right there. He caught it twice. I knew it was something. Able to catch that football twice in traffic. That's 1, 2, 3. Hold on to it. Terrific job by Payton.
Bean 5 for 7. Will keep it. And is tackled on Major Burns.
Roy, pass 4 jet. Double stutter, go. Roy, pass 4 jet. Double stutter, go.
All right, guys, we're taking some shots right now. Stutter and go on the outside.
Just kind of just pick who's your matchup, right, Aaron?
Yeah, I like off coverage. So right now, if you get single high coverage, look for your off one. Have them get, step on the toes of the DB, sell it, and then get vertical right afterwards.
Bean to show off the gun. Lets it fly complete to Isaiah Winstead. Another 1st down. And a pickup of 14 yards.
Nice job by both the corners. They stayed off. They didn't bite on the stutter. And so Bean had to come off of those stutters on the outside. It went back to his inside receiver for the catch. So that's a terrific job by the quarterback. Hey, not getting greedy, find the open guy.
How hard is that? That's what I wanted to ask. How hard is that when you have a shot called, you want to take it, but it's not there?
Especially in that part of the field. You're thinking shots, you're thinking throw the ball in the end zone. So really veteran move, savvy move right there from the quarterback.
Jason Bean standing tall, batted down at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. Sean Lawrence does it again.
Let's go. I want to go both Fitch. Okay, let's go 10 rip flex. 10 rip flex. 200 both Fitch.
We got to go 11.
11 rip flex. 200 jet, both Fitch. Both Fitch.
Ready? Both Fitch.
Steve Logan used to call plays for Matt Ryan at Boston College. Pressure on B. Cool customer. Looking for the tight end out of his reach. He was looking for Zach Davidson, who leads all UFL tight ends in receiving yards.
And he had everything. Watch the route here. And it just gets over to where it needs to be. They held the corner on the outside. That's a perfect play call and just a misfire from Jason Bean.
Exact matchup you want. Tight end on linebacker on that inside fade route. Just really got to put it in a position that he can go up there and high point that football for a touchdown.
Missed opportunity again for Louisville.
Four-man rush by Houston. Bean to the seam. Caught down to the 5-yard line. Tyler Hudson with his first catch of the season.
Talk about using the entire field. Hudson, his first catch, he's right in the slot. See how he gives his quarterback a target. That first stem, he showed to the outside and cut right back to the inside. And Bean hit him in stride. Nice throw by the quarterback and Hudson with the catch.
Well, nice job, Kurt, too. Widening that deep. Creates some more spot.
That first
quarterback. Oh, yeah.
tries to cut and shake through one tackle. Can't fight through the second. Second and goal.
Benny. Sir, you want James in on this?
Yes. Lee, 300, scat, stool.
Hey, Lee, 300 scat.
Tell him to hurry.
Ready?
Oh, they're fucked up now.
Hey, come here, on the line. Hey, stool. Yeah, that's fine. Just go ahead and put a little. Yeah, just because that's where he put it. That's not your fault.
Blue 88. Blue 88.
Here looking. End zone. Almost a one-handed catch by McKinney. In a rough landing.
McKinney's had himself a day so far. He was hit earlier, and in that play, the ending. Here we go, right in your living room, right here. Here comes a throw from Bean, and almost a nice job by McKinney with one hand, bringing it all the way in. A perfect timing on that throw because he threw to the area in the spot.
Bean, traffic bobbled and nearly picked off. Dangerous. Looking for Davidson.
Oh, we're way too wide. We didn't squeeze. We're not in fives. Are they playing zone down there, man? They're zone.
And they're going to decide to kick it. I thought that they would go for it.
That's big time QB play right there. Yes, sir. Yep.
Tanner Brown is on for the field goal, hit from 59 yards in his first attempt. This is chippy. 21. And give the Kings 3 more, a 13-3 lead. But Kirk, it could have been more.
It could have been more because you got the tight end streaking late. Bean, McKinney with almost one hand, almost. Oh, no dice.
No limit, no limit, no limit. Hey,
Houston, we have a problem. The issue is the Gamblers' offense right now. 15 points per game, last in the UFL. They struggle in the red zone. They've been there a lot, especially a couple weeks ago. Defense also not flexing.
And then they did stick the landing.
There's Kevin Sumlin, former U of H head coach. Coach Johnny football with the Aggies as well. Outscored 71-21 in the first half this season. It was rough last week for the Gamblers. Down to their number 3 quarterback, Talia Tagovailoa. It's been a revolving door at quarterback for Sumlin this season. Opened up with a loss against Dallas. Had a thrilling walk-off win against Birmingham in week 2. And got thumped by DC in the most lopsided loss in UFL history on Saturday. So quick turnaround for Sumlin's Gamblers. Trying to get a spark here. The Tulane man, Lawrence Keys. And will not get it back to the 30-yard line. Problems have been the injuries. Nolan Henderson with a lot of hype and fanfare got the start in week 1. He struggled. Hunter Deckers came in. Deckers started week 2. He got hurt his shoulder on the second drive. Henderson takes his place, leads a comeback victory. But in that comeback win, he hurt his finger on his throwing hand. So Talia Tagovailoa gets to start in week number 3. And it did not go all that well. With 3 days to prepare, tonight Henderson gets the start. Tagovailoa with his brother Tua on hand. Just watching so far. And Gamblers going to the ground, and Marcus Major with the kick.
And that's why you still see that finger for Nolan Henderson taped up, the right finger. Looks like that middle finger for Henderson. He's going to keep that one taped up.
Left, rip, ab, stick on one. Ready, break.
Finally this week, it took him probably a couple days throughout the week to fully get that extension for that finger. And Aaron, you can speak to that. When that finger's not working, can't really guide that football.
180. What's up?
Here's Major. tries to come it back up, and it will set up a 3rd and short.
Guys, I would think, too, this important possession before the halftime really did an assessment from your quarterback. Can he play the whole game? You can't just run the football. You can't dig and dunk. You got to take some shots on the field. And he's not feeling comfortable, confident gripping that football. It's a major problem if they got to get a comeback here in the second half.
Hey, flood right slot, Liz Wilson, on one, ready, break, flood right slot.
Injuries, unfortunately, part of the Nolan Henderson story. His prolific career at Delaware ended with a broken leg on the first series of an FCS playoff game against South Dakota State. He's a tough dude. Right close to the sticks. Jalen White takes the carry, but the spot's going to be short. 4th down and short. Let's listen in.
Hold him.
Big 12. Pistol, flood right slot. Rip Gator.
Pistol,
flood right slot. Rip Gator.
After we get this first down, we got to go fast.
It's a big call right here. 4th down, your side of the 40.
180. It's done.
When your name's the Gamblers, it's a no-brainer, but it's not going to faze Louisville. Daniel Grushin, the Cincinnati Bearcats, with the stump, turnover on downs.
Oh, man, he's over there playing downhill. He's also looking like his linebacker coach right here. Watch how he just comes right there and straight. Not only does he create havoc and create a mess, but he still makes the play. He makes sure that he knocks the guard back, turns the ball back, but more importantly, makes the play.
Aaron, let's take a shot right here, man. Change of possession, good field position.
Are we talking about Houston finally taking a shot next to
your defense.
I know. I'm just saying, I need my Houston team to start throwing the ball down the field a little bit too next time they get the ball.
Louisville with 19 plays in Houston territory. Houston only 3 plays in Louisville territory. Bean communicating with Isaiah Winstead. Bottom of the offensive formation. Looking that way. Flush, the flag is down. And Bean scrambling to the 30.
Holding. Offense number 71. 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
Want 11 or 12?
Let's go 11. I want to go Ricky, 2 jet, all go Z-jerk.
Tell you what, Charles.
Check it. Go Lindy, 3 jet, all go Z-jerk.
Hey, hold.
There is Rashard Lawrence,
3 jet, all goes
fourth-round pick by the Cardinals in 2020 out of LSU, limping off the field. It's been a force for a Gamblers defense that has been tested by Jason Bean and the Kings tonight.
Blue 88. Blue 88.
Bean protected and swatted down Keon Barnes. Played with the Cardinals in the preseason this past year. Part of the final roster cuts before the start of the season.
And Keon Barnes just working. He looks like a wrestler, a boxer. He's doing a little bit of everything. Just watch him right here. Watch him work. Watch number 72 work in the middle. Look, he's showing off the moves. He's looking, going right, he goes left, goes up, and knocks the ball down. That's a nice job. That's a good rep. Call that a rep. Good job. That's a good rep by Ball.
That's 3 knockdowns by this defensive line. We've got to do something different here offensively.
Pressure in Bean's face, just throws it away. And John Joyner out of Minnesota was there with the pressure.
And Joyner, he just comes right quick underneath. See, he beats the tackle. He's been showing outside, and then this time he goes right through the middle. So this is a tremendous job of both guys trying to come through. And they're running some games up front and pushing that pocket. Houston is.
So 2-minute warning, 3rd down coming up. If Louisville does go backwards, they are allowed to punt.
Let's go.
Even though they've broken the 50 in the final 2 minutes. This year's NFL Draft is in Pittsburgh. The three-day event begins Thursday, April 23rd at 8 Eastern. And we'll have every pick once again on ESPN. Also available on the NFL Network. And as always, ABC's coverage focuses on the prospect's journey to the draft. There's Damon Arnett, first-round pick by the Raiders in 2020. Played 2 games with the Texans last season. And his Gamblers trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and 20.
You mentioned it, the draft pick of the Raiders. Wonder who the Raiders pick first overall next week.
Hey! Tell us, Kirk.
Some guy from Indiana.
Ty Simpson?
We see y'all starting controversy here. Here we go. 3rd down, fellas.
Four-man rush, playing it safe. The Javonte Payton who gets it back to the original line of scrimmage and will set up a 4th and 10.
Come on.
Hey! Timeout, Houston. First of the half. 30 seconds. Please reset the game clock to 1 minute 50 seconds. 150.
Yeah, no, I think outside lane.
Hey, shout out to Javonte Payton doing the first down symbol there, 10-yard shot.
Game clock, please. 150.
I think he was looking at the
Bad news,
at the pylon up right near him.
Heaven forbid E-Mac ever made a mistake in his days at Clemson.
You get excited when you make a play, everybody, especially 2-minute. And now it sets up your team for a field goal opportunity. So another one of those long field goals. Here we go.
So Tanner Brown already has a 59-yarder. This from 55. In competition to be the Rams kicker in 2023 and 24 in preseason camp. Still looking for his first NFL regular season action. Kicks like this will help. 55 yards. Up. And wide left. So 1:43 on the clock for Houston. What will they do at quarterback?
All right, here we go. Offense.
And Damon Arnett is the Gamblers player that is down hurt. Looking to get back to the NFL at 29 years old. Kerry Vincent out of LSU, who is also an NFL vet.
Yeah, both guys collided on that field goal attempt by Louisville. And this is one of those situations, too. David Arnett just getting out there, guys trying to make a play. But before the snap, you have to designate who is going to be the guy who's going to lay out. So there was no communication there, and so both guys run into each other. You've got to designate, hey, if Arnett's on the right, hey, I'm laying out, and your other guy lays off. You got to just know the situation right there. That's just communication right before, special teams communication by both guys.
Nolan Henderson stays in at quarterback. Going 2 of 4 for 21 yards. 2 timeouts for the Gamblers. Blindside pressure. Henderson feels it. A first down, a spin, and more for Justin Hall. The Ball State Cardinal rumbling.
Doug.
First down, 37.
Longest play of the night for the Gamblers. And out of the backfield, his former running mate in Delaware, Marcus Yards.
Nice job getting the running back involved. Checking to protection was Yarns first, and then leaks out. Henderson able to find him, but also, more importantly, able to get out of bounds.
Double right, 22, Geico, hinge, halfback option on 1. Ready, break.
The halfback option, Marcus Yarns. We just saw him make a play, but he's going to have the option right here on that linebacker.
180, wait, done.
Four-man rush, Henderson, sacked! Cam Gill, the leader in the UFL in sacks, now has 4.5 on the season. Wrecking shot.
And getting a workout. Oh, man, watch Cam Gill right here on the outside. Watch the move. It's a 1-2 step and then a swipe of the hands and then go in and get a sack and then get a workout. Go ahead. I mean, he's over there barrel rolls and push-ups. This is CrossFit at its finest.
Just like he did against Patrick Mahomes in Super Bowl 55. Sacking Mahomes on the ultimate stage for his first sack in the NFL. I don't think he did push-ups after that.
That's just a tremendous job by Gill. He leads the UFL in tackles for loss and sacks. And you saw the ability that Gill has there. That's just one-on-one, nice move. Get to the quarterback.
No. That's special. We've got a dude that has sacked Mahomes in the Super Bowl playing in the United Football League.
Ready? 180.
Third and 14 for Henderson. 5-man rush. Henderson throwing on the run. Nearly picked off. What a read for the rule changer, Corey Mayfield. He's the man that had that defensive holding call in overtime, which led to the UFL changing the OT rule.
Yeah, you said the read, but the break. It's all about the break. He's able to put that back foot in the ground, that left foot, and break in front of there. Almost had the interception. Just a tremendous job staying on top and running through to make the play.
All right, we already have one 59-yard field goal for Tanner Brown from Louisville. John Hoyland has connected from 50. He wants a 59-yarder as well. 1 yard shy of a 4-point kick. Does it have the distance? It does. Hoyland is a deadeye, and the NFL is taking note.
Yeah, he got that one. That would have been good from 60. Looked like he probably had about 2 more yards to spare on that one. Good from 59. Probably would have been good from 60. And a nice job of Hoyland as he's crowned by his teammates. Crown him. A nice job of adjusting. That was a high snap. And so for him to keep the focus, keep his adjustment, and make that kick, that's a tremendous job from Hoyland.
All-time leading scorer in Wyoming history was in a competition to be the Ravens kicker. Tyler beat him out a couple of years ago. That's motivation for Hoyland. Get over that hump. Kicks like that will help. 1:07 left in the first half. Tyler Hudson, the Houston native, takes it to the 30-yard line. Kick off your weekdays with NFL Network and the Good Morning Football crew. Tomorrow, Michael Pittman will join the show.
Nice.
Good Morning Football weekdays at 8 Eastern, only on NFL Network.
Jamie Erdahl, yeah, I see them all. Manti, my guy KB, Cal Brandt, Angry Runs.
We have an injured Houston Gambler. That is Eli Walker out of Kansas State. So Jason Bean, starting quarterback for these Louisville Kings. Played in the preseason with the Colts, back-to-back years. And Bean made the practice squad 2 years ago and stayed on that squad all season with the Colts. How's he looked to start this game?
I think he's looked fine. They just got to find ways to score in the red zone. You know, I think of Jason Bean, he was at Kansas and bringing that team to a bowl game. They had spent how many years was it before they went to a bowl? And yet forever. And he was the quarterback to lead them there.
9 wins. And the dump down, nowhere to go for Benny Snell.
Red ball 3. Red ball 3. Red ball 3.
Bean was the #1 pick by Memphis 2 years ago. Decided to stay with the Colts on their practice squad again. Eludes the sack. Houston almost gave up on the play. Winstead very close to the first down. And he's hit by B.J. Mays.
31 seconds. One timeout.
Bring him over the sideline.
Timeout Louisville, their second of the half. 30 seconds. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, tell him to give it again.
That's Tony Banks.
We need about 20 yards. 25 would be good.
That's what I was going to say. They need about 20 yards. So they want to get this ball right around, I would say, about the 37 of Houston. 35-yard line to be comfortable. And they got to save that one timeout as well to make the stop.
Tanner Brown already has a 59-yarder. Bean with time. Shoots it downfield, and it's broken up beautifully by Kerry Vincent.
Second 10.
Plenty of time.
11. Rip, two-jet, both seam. Rip, two-jet, both seam. If you get a soft corner into the boundary, work the comeback. Rip, two-jet, both seam.
Hey, Rip, two-jet, both seams. Don't worry.
Aaron, what's he looking for here?
I think if you get Prescott, we got some seams. I think in the inside and that comeback route into the boundary. Looks like off coverage right now. So look to that to the boundary.
Being middle of the field, sells it, picked off. A flag is down as Major Burns with his second straight week with an INT. Burns filling it to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know about this call. I think they're going to probably try to call a pass interference. I don't see pass interference. I don't see any interference on this play.
Number 14.
Yeah, and I don't agree with it. I just don't. They called B.J. Mays. I don't agree.
Pass interference. Defense number 14. Spot foul. Automatic first down.
Yeah, I just don't agree with the call. Just watching Mays throughout, he's saying they should challenge it. Challenge it.
Spot.
Yeah, that's a bad call right there.
Is that a catchable football?
He was going for the ball. The ball was way over the guy's head.
Coaches can challenge any live ball play, penalty or otherwise.
I'm with Sumlin on that one. From my vantage point, that ball looked to be well over the head of the intended target.
From the 40, plus territory for being batted down. It's been an epidemic with balls being batted down on the line.
Yes, we got one more if you want.
Yeah.
Rip flex, 200 jet, both pitch. Rip flex, 200 jet, both pitch.
The only thing we need to do is
work the boundaries, coach.
Work the boundary. Work the boundary. Rip flex, 200 jet, both pitch. Work the boundary.
It's not there, throw it away, right?
Nothing good. Throw it away.
Get ready to chase the rush of the timeout.
10 seconds, one timeout for Bean. Bean to the sideline low, looking for Javonte Payton.
Yeah, he had to throw that one quick. That's why that ball got out of his hands pretty quickly, because the rush for Houston, they know it's a passing situation. So it's just a nice job on the outside. That rush by Kenny Dyson, getting under the tackle right in the face of Bean.
And another long field goal for Tanner Brown. This will be from 58. Already with a 59-yarder to his credit. And a timeout before the kick.
Prior to the snap, timeout. Houston, their final timeout of the half.
Easy. Easy juice in the leg of Tanner Brown.
Please reset the game clock to 7 seconds. Game clock to 7 seconds, please.
Brown is connected from 59, missed from 55. His first miss of this UFL season. Houston thought they had the football back. Major Burns with the interception. There was a PI called on the play. That gave Louisville the ball at the 40-yard line. Kings 0-3. Two of the bottom 4 teams in the UFL standings. Top 4 get into the postseason. It is go time for both these squads. 58 yards. V2 for Tanner Brown. Pat Brown with the hole. Tanner Brown from downtown and good. 58 yards to go along with the 59-yarder for Tanner Brown.
I'm glad we're on the NFL Network because a lot of NFL eyeballs are watching what Tanner Brown and John Hoyland have been able to do. We've had 50-plus yard field goals, 55-plus in the first half.
Jake Bates showed what was possible. He had multiple 60-yarders years ago in the UFL, kicking for Michigan. The Lions took note. He's now the Lions kicker in the NFL.
Think about Brandon Aubrey with the Dallas Cowboys. Also Harrison Mevis, the thicker kicker with the Los Angeles Rams.
Go ahead. Come on.
I mean, we always talk about the UFL in terms of the quarterbacks and skill position players, but I think the guys who benefited the most from that has been these kickers. There's Lucas Haversick. I mean, all of these guys have kicked in the spring and now been able to have lucrative careers in the National Football League, and we may be seeing 2 of them right here with John Hoyland and Tanner Brown.
And straight into the end zone. So this will come out at the 40-yard line. Because it sailed into the end zone without hitting the ground first in the landing zone. And don't miss your chance to be part of the game, closer to the action, and in the middle of all the fun. UFL tickets are on sale with great seats still available under $20. Visit UFL.com/tickets or scan the QR code to buy your tickets today. A lot of guys that have played in the NFL, including Chris Redmond, 9-year career in the league. His defense with 7 starters that have played in the NFL regular season. And that Kings defense has looked money, slowing down Nolan Henderson in the first half, holding the Gamblers to only 6 points.
Coach, great execution there, getting into the end zone, kicking that field goal. I know you want to see more from your team in the second half.
Yeah, I'd like to score some more points. A little disappointed we had that, they stopped them on 4th down, not getting any points off of that. But, they're battling, they're playing hard. And, really good to get our field goals really feeling it tonight. So we got to keep everything going. Defense got to just have a good second half.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, over here with Coach Kevin Sumlin right now. Thoughts on that last defensive call, the penalty, the no-call interception?
Well, all you got to do is watch it. First of all, ball's not catchable, right? And it's an interception. It's a big turn before the half. And instead of us having the ball on our side of the 50, it gives them the penalty and gets them in a field goal range. So with a call that, I don't understand it. Just like the touchdown.
Last one real quick. Nolan Henderson, thoughts on his performance with the finger in the first half?
I don't know. He was pulling on a little bit. I got to look at him at at halftime, see where he is.
All right, appreciate it, Coach. Good luck second half. Up to you guys in the booth.
Aaron, EMAC, thank you so much. Jason Bean and Louisville had to fight from the 1-yard line to get into the end zone. The Kings have been there once, but for the first time this season, Louisville holds a lead at intermission. 16-6, Kings. Thank you so much. And second half begins. Gamblers football. Here's Lawrence Keys. And Keys will go north of the 30-yard line to set up Talia Tungabailoa, who will come in for the first time tonight for Nolan Henderson. Aaron, where do you see it?
Yeah, Kevin Sumlin hinted it before halftime that we may see a change in the quarterback position. I just think Nolan Henderson, that finger was just not 100%. So making the move, this will be the second opportunity for him playing. Was a starter a week ago. We'll see if he's a little bit more comfortable this time.
Henderson and Tungabailoa shared first-team reps in practice this week. Had 3 days to prepare for the start last week against DC. Yarns will get the carry. Yarns with a nice jump cut. Still going. Marcus Yarns. Bye-bye to that blue hen. Yards for the former FCS All-American out of Delaware.
Just showing off the speed, but you got to give a lot of shot out right here to the center, Jack Kramer. Watch as he gets out and he gets that block on the linebacker, and you make one guy miss, and guess what? Marcus Yarns turns it into a track meet. And he crosses the line first. Outstanding job of blocking up front by his center, and then Yarns showing off the speed.
Longest play of the season for Houston. We'll call that Tagovailoa magic. His first snap, he gets the offense going, even though he just put in the belly of Marcus Yarns. And we gave all the kickers all the love. 1 point, extra point attempt, no good. It's a 4-point lead for Louisville.
Hey, way to start, right? We just talked to Pam Maldonado. What did she say? It was about how many points would Houston score. Well, that's how you start it right there. That's how you get on track. Nice little touchdown run to start things.
And you don't have to worry about red zone offense if you score from 68 yards out.
But I think that's the game plan. And I've really been looking at it. They've got to go out and run the football. Uh-oh. Okay, put the crown back on him anyway. All right. He missed an extra point. But you know what? I think it's more pressure from 50, right?
He's only good from 50 plus.
Yeah, he's only good from 50 plus.
It's just a one-pointer. That 1 point, extra point attempt, first season that we've had an extra point kick option in the UFL, and that has been by far the most popular option after scoring touchdowns.
Got ourselves a game now to start the second half.
So 58 yards of total offense for Houston in the first half, 68 yards in the second half after just one play. Robinson takes it off the hop to the 26-yard line. Steve Logan.
11. Fog to Lindy Bunch. 3-jet goes east shaft. Fog to Lindy Bunch. 3-jet goes east shaft.
Goes east shaft. On. Ready? Fog to Lindy Bunch. Yeah, fog to Lindy Bunch.
Tap and go. Come back to the sheet.
It looked like they want their own explosive play to start the second half. He's going to take a quick peek at the go route. He did a good job that first half. It's not there. Find his check down.
And this is when Bean came to life last week. Second half of that battle against Orlando. Clean pocket for Bean. Almost picked off by Kerry Vincent. Won a national title at LSU in 2019. Almost took that the other way.
Yeah, just nice job of playing zone. And so Vincent realizes he's the zone. He's the outside third player. He's going to be on the left side of the screen. He knows he's got a safety in the middle of the field. He uses his safety because, look, if it gets past him, he's got somebody to make the play. That's why he's able to undercut that football and almost got an interception.
Well, it's also, but that ball's way too late. And it's 3 no-hitch balls out. Allowed the DB to recover.
Christopher Allen, that's how they do it in T-Town. The former Bama star brings him down.
It's a strength. Using the strength of the outside rush. I know we're in Houston, but there's some bull riding right here. Watch the bull rush. Goes right through that right tackle. Right for the play. That's just bull rush. They actually got some help from the right guard.
Kurt, that's super unfortunate, man. You think you're helping your brother out, and then you just catapult the guy to killing your quarterback.
3rd and 21. Bean flushed and throws low. But Benny Snell makes a catch at the 20. A flag is down.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we get an illegal player downfield. The illegal man downfield, the offensive line. 78. Yeah.
Ineligible receiver downfield, offense number 78. The penalties decline. It's 4th down.
That's against Jim Okorafor.
Yeah, it was not a good drive for Okorafor.
Not a good drive for Louisville, after Houston really put it to them, when the Gamblers looked deflated in the first half of football.
You can feel the shift of momentum to start this second half now.
Matt Brown with the boot. And Keys will let this go out of bounds. Here's Aaron Murray with a very special guest.
Yeah, I'm here with new Falcons quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, watching his little brother play. How exciting is it to be out here today, watching him go out there and be the starter here in the second half?
Very excited. That was really cool what they were doing. Pretty easy for him. Just hand the ball off. First play touchdown. Outside of that, I think this is an awesome environment for a lot of the guys that I've played with and played against. I think that was something that's pretty new for me to see. The guys that I played with are playing in this league. Guys that I played against also are still playing in this league, trying to get back to the NFL. So it's really cool. It's a great opportunity for these guys to continue to showcase their skills, their talents. Yeah.
Will you give him any advice in between possessions? Will he look to you at all for advice during this game in the second half?
You know, I think that's what he has the coaches on the sideline for. I'm just big brother here to support, just enjoying my time watching football, watching the defensive contour, seeing what the offense is trying to do against the defense. So that's it.
What tips would you give him if you watched last week's game? We had an opportunity to watch him live last week in D.C. What are things you want to see from your little brother here in the second half?
I want to see him take care of the ball.
Is that quarterback number one job?
100%. That's your job. Anytime you have the ball in your hand, you're the quarterback, you're a runner. You know, you have the hopes and the dreams of the organization in your hand. So you got to protect that.
All right, last one. You're being a new Falcon right now in Atlanta. The excitement on a new team for next season.
Very exciting. Just being there for the first 2 weeks of OTAs has been very exciting. Getting to know the guys, getting to know my teammates. You know, getting a better understanding of the offense, and then also getting a better understanding of the guys in the quarterback room too.
Awesome. Enjoy your brother tonight, and good luck next season.
I get this, Kurt. Talia, growing up, was Tua's center in youth football.
Let's hustle out there, get set, and let's go.
Had to lose weight to then play the quarterback position once Tua was off doing his own thing. High school and in college.
I'm telling you, I think Tua's on that sideline looking at some of these concepts offensively that he can take back to Kevin Stefanski, his new head coach, and probably imply.
Keeping it on the ground, physical run by Jalen White, who's been a factor tonight. Jaheim Thomas, the leading tackler in the UFL out of Wisconsin, makes a stop.
Yeah, his first throw of the game. You know, Tua was talking there, but a nice job of getting the ball out of the screenplay.
Here you go, Jack. Here you go, Jack. On the quick.
Some moves in the backfield and a tremendous burst. First down for Jalen White.
Hey, fix right off. Fix right off.
I like this no huddle right here. I think Aaron Murray, I see you talking to Tua. I like this little no huddle, little fast-paced offense right here of Houston.
Here you go on the quick.
Tagovailoa threw it 40 times in the loss last week, using the legs, scrambling and sliding down to the 30.
Montage, second five.
Okay, let's go 11 personnel. Okay. Bunch right, Liz Waco, Z Snag.
Hey,
bunch right, Liz Waco, Z Snag.
Liz Waco.
Let's see if they play us this time.
Yep. Looks base. They're outside the point. Might be rolling down.
Major with the carry. Tagovailoa directing traffic, says go that way. Good traffic cop. Major first down.
Yeah, because he's watching Xavier Paulton, number 99. So watch this defensive end. Defensive end goes up the field, you hand the ball off. This is a nice job of Tagovailoa reading the defensive end. He goes high, you hand it off, and that's what creates that big giant gap for a run.
Bounce it. Talia will throw. And off the mark looking for John Trey Kirkland.
Part of this game a week ago, fellas, that was very comfortable for Talia, getting outside the pocket. A lot of those RPOs, bootlegs, very accurate. So no surprise there. He was able to put it on the chest of his receiver.
So Aaron, I want to ask you this, because that was zone. So Kirkland sat in the zone, and Tagovailoa wanted him to keep moving, but that's not man-to-man. You got to sit down in that zone.
You find that soft spot in defense.
First red zone trip for Houston. Quick pass to Justin Hall. Hall gets the edge to the 5-yard line. He will be marked out at the 6.
Okay. Send Jalen White. Jalen White, send him.
Jalen White. What's your 11. We'll go fix left, Lou Gator, X-Pigeon.
Hey.
Fix left, Lou Gator, X-Pigeon.
Fix left, Lou Gator, X-Pigeon. Fix left.
Okay, think play action here, too. You with me?
Okay.
I mean, we were running it. So, take a look.
We got 5 down.
Talia with the save. End zone. Tagovailoa gives Houston the lead. Tua's little bro making a name for himself. 2 second-half drives. 2 touchdowns delivered by Talia.
Well, DeVere Levelston made it easy for him. Watch the defensive end again. Remember, he was going up. This time, the defensive end, Levelston, crashes down. And watch Tagovailoa watch the defensive end crash down. Said, oh, look at that vacated area. That's an easy touchdown. Takes advantage of what the defense gives him. And Tagovailoa with a rushing touchdown.
Can Hoyland convert on this extra point, though? This is the last one. This is better form here. A 19-16 lead for the Gamblers.
Yeah, that's just what it is. It's all started on the running game. They had the big play to start the half, and the run game has got them down into the red zone. And Tagovailoa taking over, said, hey, it's my time here in Houston.
Talia Tagovailoa got the emergency start at quarterback last week for the Houston Gamblers. His OC, Eric Price, says, yeah, he was a little nervous. Looks like he is settled in nicely with big bro Tua on the sidelines. And he has engineered 2 touchdown drives to give the Gamblers the lead upon entering the start of the second half.
Well, they ran the football well also. So when you're running the football well, it does a good job of getting your quarterback nice and calm and comfortable in the pocket. And Tagovailoa is delivered with his opportunities.
16-6 halftime lead gone for Louisville in the blink of an eye. Returnable here for James Robinson. Signed this week to the Kings. Robinson to the 35. Here's Aaron Murray with the quarterback.
All right, we're down here with Talia. Just felt like a different energy to start the second half. What has gone right so far?
I think O-line is just blocking good. Everyone's just doing our job, and that was Coach Sullivan and Coach AP's biggest emphasis, in halftime. Just everyone doing their job and see how easy we go down the field. So if we continue to do that, then we'll continue to put up points.
You a little bit more comfortable this game than you were a week ago?
Of course, I think that's the biggest thing with football, especially quarterbacks. The more reps you get, the more comfortable I get, and the better our timing can be with receivers, chemistry with O-line and stuff like that.
Showing your brother how to get in the end zone with that run right there?
Yes, sir. We're not done yet, though.
Keep it up. Good luck rest of the half. Up to you guys.
Ain't done yet. Love that. Meanwhile, Bean has gone cold. There's a completion to Isaiah Winstead. Before that, he only had 5 completions in his previous 15 attempts.
I'm wondering, how does Louisville try to attack this defense without the pass game, right? Because they're just passing every down. Their run game is non-existent. And I think, last couple of drives to see if they can kind of settle back into this half. Maybe running the football, but right now it's just been pass.
Bean threw it 46 times last week, second most attempts in UFL history. Bean, middle of the field, broken up and nearly picked off. Dangerous, tight window, major Burns at the PBU.
Rip zip, OP2 jet X shallow. Rip zip, OP2 jet X shallow. Rip zip, OP2 jet X shallow.
Hey, rip zip, OP2 jet X shallow.
3rd and 6. They're going to bring that X underneath. Trying to get that shallow under route. There goes the X in motion. Here he comes.
Pass the tip, number 27. Off the fingertips of the intended receiver. Had the first down distance, but Zach Davidson could not hold on.
A nice job by Eli Walker. That safety spot. He comes down late in the down, and he gets there right when the ball arrives. Didn't interfere. This is a tremendous job defensively. And see, that's what Bean is saying. He wants to see the run game, too. This defense just sitting back playing pass.
The problem is, they got 2 healthy running backs in this game. It's Finney Snell, James Robinson, nobody else. Return from inside the 5 by Keys. And Keys spins down to the 21-yard line. Gamblers were looking for signs of life. They found it. The breakup, the Houston defense, getting the juices flowing, and the positive manner for the Gamblers. Up by 3. When Chris Redmond wrapped up his Louisville quarterback career, he had the 3rd most passing yards in Division I history. He likes to throw the football. Jason Bean telling him moments ago, hey, let's pump the brakes.
Hey, Coach, are we going to run the ball at all? Are we going to run it at all? Like, that's 6 straight pass plays.
My man, you're a quarterback. We want to throw the football. Give me more pass. Hey, guys, I don't know if I've ever heard a quarterback not want to throw the football. Get the ball in my hand and watch me work.
Listen, I know balance is important, but let's hit some throws too, man. Like, let's get it going.
And in fact, it's 16 straight passes for Louisville.
How many completions?
Not enough.
Right.
What is it? Yards with the carry left side. Big pull, lowers the shoulder. And the explosive play out of the backfield for Marcus Yards. 16.
First it was Jack Kramer, the center, and Elliott. He's got the guards. Watch these 2 guys go to work right here in the middle. So you got multiple guys working and getting that hole wide open for Yarns to get through. Nice job of duo blocks, tag teaming partners out there for WrestleMania.
Offensive line has been much improved in this second half for the Gamblers here.
100%. You're seeing guys getting up to that second level, which we didn't see in the first part of this season.
Here's Yarns. So close to realizing his NFL dream. Undrafted out of Delaware, played 3 preseason games for the Saints this past season.
And I think this is what Jason Bean is seeing on the Louisville sideline. He's watching the offense of Houston run the football, right? And getting some big yards. He said, hey, we got to start running the football as well because it's opening up the windows in the pass game and also the RPO.
Flex left. Go back. H-smoke. Just switch it. Here you go. On the quick.
Tagovailoa, a quick toss to the left side. Reversing course. And the first down pickup by Marcus Major.
Let's go. Quick touch. Straight left. 11 personnel. Straight left. This gutsy pitcher.
Let's go.
Straight left. This gutsy pitcher.
Let's go, Jack. On the quick.
Tim, stand next to Jalen White.
Let's go 12 and run the naked.
Tagovailoa throwing on the run, complete to Justin Hall until he dropped it. And Justin Hall is slow to get up.
I know. If I was to just hold a tick, I got you, son. But look, he gonna call.
That was Corey Mayfield delivering the hit on Justin Hall. Last season's leading receiver in the UFL.
Yeah, nice clean hit, too. Mayfield, he's trying to make the tackle, but he lets up at the end, realizing that ball is now incomplete.
On the pitching. He ain't got to call it right now, but I'm just saying we can set it back up again. We good, BJ? Let's wait for pitch. Let's go. Fin right off. Let's wait for pitch. I'm on word.
Get up there. Talia Tagovailoa. Third drive upon entry. Replacing Nolan Henderson. Looking for his 3rd touchdown drive for the Gamblers. On the ground. The cutback. Marcus Major is seeing green pastures. That's all we can see tonight, Houston.
You got to have communication, poor communication on the outside. You've got a blitzer and a defensive end, and they both run on top of each other. That creates a gap, and it creates the hole for the run game. And that's been what the second half is about, playing mind games with that right defensive end and outside rush of Louisville.
Rush running back.
All right.
Jalen White checks in. And White with the carry. And White with 4 yards.
Come on, let's go.
Left hash, Trey left. Lisga F bubble. Trey left. Lisga F bubble.
It's the same stuff over and over again. Just a bunch of run pass options. I think you keep doing it, man. Let this offensive line continue to work this drive.
That was Sumlin calling for tempo. And the quick pass to Lawrence Keys. And Lawrence Keys, the third, picks up the first down.
Trips left personnel. Trips left. Rick Wilson, F pigeon. Trip left. Rip Wilson, F pigeon.
Rip Wilson, F pigeon. That's it.
Rip Wilson, F pigeon.
Hey, Rip Wilson. Here you go. On the quick. Friday shot.
Tagovailoa trying to get away. It's tough to do when Cam Gill.
Somebody's down.
He's on the hoof.
77.
Injured gambling
Bring him over
player.
to you, Tim. Get everybody over there. Over to you. Hey, you got to stay inside the number.
It's a terrific play by Cam Gill. He's on the left side. If he's playing the right side, trust me, we wouldn't see a lot of these runs. But Gill shows you the technique of how to handle the RPO. He stays square and then is able to react to the quarterback who gets out of the pocket. Looks like number 77, Garrett Warren.
And it is a steamy night in Houston, Texas. I mean, this is my birthplace in H-Town, so I know a little bit about how muggy it can get.
Yeah, but it's a nice night. It feels good.
It's going to be hell in about a month here in Houston.
You got the crispy white shirt on. I like that. See?
You know, and there is Garrett Warren out of Lindenwood, limping off. Well, man, Houston has turned this game upside down. We heard Kevin Sumlin on the sideline calling for more tempo. Remember, he's the man that turned the SEC upside down at Texas A&M by running tempo. We've been getting excited to complain.
But it's running tempo and running the football. They're not running to throw. They're running and hurrying up, and they're getting guys out of their gaps for Louisville.
Here's the pressure. Ball is out. Still live. Gamblers get it and save a potential turnover. Cam Gill was that man again. The dude that had the strip sack against Mahomes in the Super Bowl got to Tagovailoa.
And watch the two-hand swipe here. Watch the two-hand swipe on the left side, the left defensive end. See, he gets there, and it's just a quick swipe of the hands. He knocks that outside hand of that guard, Kushi, to the left, and that's where he gets to the quarterback and knocks the ball out. Cam Gill's been putting on a clinic of how to get to the quarterback in the UFL this year.
Leads the league in sacks and pressures.
On the quick.
Third and forever for Tagovailoa. Draw play. We talked up Cam Gill, the man out of FCS Wagner. This was his first career NFL sack. Oh! Taking it to Patrick Mahomes. A moment that he will remember forever.
Yeah, he can also thank Ndamukong Suh, number 93, as well, for chasing from the opposite side, but Gill with the finish. And we all remember that Super Bowl. Tom Brady's last, his 7th title that time with the Buccaneers.
He's got a ring. 50-yarder for John Hoyland. And that kick is up and pure. The second from exactly 50.
Guys, I'm trying to remember that someone was kind of getting clowned in the pregame for picking Houston with +3.
All right,
Who was that person?
I don't know. Who was saying
I'm glad you brought this up. This is good. Because you just ruined it for yourself.
Some SEC bias down there on that side.
It's over now.
It's some SEC bias for Mr. Murray.
So Hoyland with 2 from 50, 1 from 59 yards, and this is what's on the line. No divisions or conferences in the UFL this season. It's straight up. The top 4 make the playoffs. The bottom 4 left out. So the Gamblers right there at 1 and 2. Louisville, Columbus, the 2 teams that are 0 and 3. You mentioned it right off the top.
An elimination game.
An elimination game.
Yeah. This is an elimination game. You get down 4, you've got to run the table. And so right now, just getting a victory here, this puts, for Houston, they'll be at 2, and maybe they've solved something at quarterback, right? Maybe they've seen something here in Tagovailoa that can help them for the rest of the season. For Louisville, they just got to find a way to get one.
So ran into the hottest team and maybe the best team in the UFL in week number 1. That was the Dallas Renegades. Week 2, they got the upset win against the Birmingham Stallions. And it's almost like last week is a mulligan. Losing your top 2 quarterbacks, having 3 days to prepare
against the UFL champion.
In that environment, a real home field advantage, that's tough. That is tough. That kick out of bounds is tough as well. That's going to set up Louisville at the 40-yard line. Jason Bean, the last time we heard from him on the sideline, he was saying, are we going to run the football? 16 straight pass plays for the Kings. Let's check in with Eric McLeay.
Yeah, part of that reason why he might want to run the football, Lucky Jackson will not return to this game. Sounds like he's dealing with a little bit of a hamstring, so another weapon down for this wide receiver core.
One of the leading receivers for this Louisville team will not return. Being thrown on the runs, great hands. Carter Bell, first down yardage.
Nice drive starter. A little RPO action. You fake it down. But nice job by Carter Bell finding the hole in that defense.
Your quarterback comes to the sideline, says, essentially, we're throwing it too much. So the next play call, let's throw it again. And after 17 straight passes, there is a run by Benny Snell. Are you happy, Jason B?
Yonder lead, F, slipper left.
Hey, yonder lead, F, slipper left. Go on, ready? Yonder lead, F, slipper left.
Coming up on the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Blue 88, Blue 88.
Here's the screen. Isaiah Winstead backwards for a loss of 1.
3-jet, cut Cobra. Liz Zip, 3-jet, cut Cobra. Liz Zip, 3-jet, cut Cobra. Check the cut, look for the basic on the backside. Liz Zip, 3-jet, cut Cobra.
Hey, Liz Zip, 3-jet, cut Cobra. On one, ready?
That basic route is just a dig route. Just about 12 yards over the middle of the field. So he's going to work one side and then come back that basic route right afterwards.
Being backside pressure, feels it like a chip. And the former Kansas Jayhawk off on the run for a pickup of 5 to set up a 4th down. And this is broken the 50. They cannot punt. This is an obvious field goal situation here for the Kings. They're trying to chip away at this 6-point deficit.
And that's what the theme of this game has been for Louisville, right? Outside of the touchdown earlier by Robinson, it's just been a field goal party. And here we are, another field goal attempt.
But still do not have the 60-yard 4-pointer. That's the only thing we're missing in this kick fest. But Houston down by 10 at the break. They go to a new quarterback, and Talia Tagovailoa. He finds the end zone and has delivered a spark to the Gamblers, who now lead going into the 4th quarter, 22-16. Where NFL kickers are made. Brandon Aubrey and the USFL, the Stallions to the Dallas Cowboys getting paid. Jake Bates, the guy that gave birth to the 4.60-yarder now with the Lions, and Harrison Mevis, a.k.a.
the thicker kicker.
But the L.A. Rams.
Yes.
Will Tanner Brown add his name to that list? Out of Oklahoma State, this one will be from 52 yards. He's already connected from 59 and 58. Has a 21-yard chippy and has missed from 55. To cut the deficit in half on the first play of the fourth quarter. Pressure off the edge. The kick is off clean and is good. The dude is nailed.
Easy money. I mean, that operation has been great. Snap, hold, and kick. It's just easy money. Tanner Brown.
Week 4 UFL schedule rolls on tomorrow night on Fox at 8 Eastern as the Dallas Renegades take on the Columbus Aviators. Then on Saturday at 12:30 on ABC, the ESPN app, St. Louis Battlehawks face off against the DC Defenders. And that crowd,
oh man,
at Audi Field. And we wrap up today at 4 p.m. on Fox with Orlando and Birmingham. Pam Maldonado, our ESPN betting analyst. What are you tracking going into the weekend, Pam?
I'm actually looking to the spread, and I'm liking DC -3.5 at home to St. Louis. DC dominated since that Week 1 road loss, 45 and 44 points in back-to-back home games. How? Because they lead the league in sacks. And if Frost does get the start for quarterback for St. Louis, against this pass rush and a turnover defense, good luck. I think the defenders are going to defend at home, which, by the way, Lowell, the home teams, so far this season, 10-2 against the spread.
Pam, thank you so much. Gamblers football, reversing course. Lawrence Keys, the speedster, fighting to the 34-yard line. And a flag is down. Pam's right, though. DC starting to get that flow back after dropping it week number 1. Looking like the champs.
During the return, illegal block in the back, receiving team number 9. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It's 1st and 10.
So backed up for this 4th drive of the second half for the Houston Gamblers. The first 2 touchdowns, a field goal on the last drive.
Well, how do you play with the lead? So this is foreign territory for Houston this season of how do they play with the lead. They've always had this come-from-behind mentality. Now we're in week 4. They've got to show that they can hold on to a lead here in the 4th.
Yorns, White, and Major have done their part in the backfield. Tagovailoa has provided the spark off the bench. To the ground, and Marcus Major, one 100-yard rushing game in his career. It was when he was at Oklahoma. It was in the Cotton Bowl against Florida.
Yeah, starting off at Oklahoma, finished at Minnesota. Well, look, here's just a guy who's finding his way right now in this crowded backfield of Houston.
Pitch. Tagovailoa had a tipped, incomplete. 3rd down.
3rd and 5. Third and 5.
What do you think? Screen?
Could be.
I'm gonna go screen.
Yep, what do we do?
11. Flex right empty. H missile F smoke.
Let's go.
Flex right empty. H missile F smoke.
H missile F smoke. On 1-on-1, ready? Yeah, empty left. H missile.
It's only for freaking
H missile.
man blitz.
Yeah, he saw it loose.
No, you motion.
Shot too high.
Go. 5 seconds. Here you go. On it quick.
Talia's brother, Tua. New Falcons quarterback on hand. Watch little bro work. Quick hitter, Justin Hall. Jump cuts. Is gobbled up by Nick Kubitz out of North Dakota State, who's with the Falcons for 3 games in the preseason before last year.
Yeah, and that's a guy that Jamie Sharper, defensive coordinator, was really high on. Watch number 36 just flash. It's a quick screen, but the linebacker, you got to go get there. See him right there coming downhill. You see 36 with that forearm tackle. It's a nice job of making the play short of the line of the game for Houston.
Kubitz had a fantastic preseason, 12 tackles and a sack. It was part of those last cuts right before the beginning of the regular season. So many of these players have been so close. They got a taste of that NFL life. Carter Bell has been a factor tonight, takes it to the 46.
I think they may get a little extra here, too, as well. They're going to be able to hold on Houston on that kick, so that may add extra.
Holding. Kicking team number 5. 10-yard penalty added to the end of the play. It's 1st and 10.
Don't want that for a Louisville team that's struggling to move the football. Kevin Sumlin trying to hold on to this lead. A 3-point edge for his Gamblers here on a lovely night in Houston, Texas.
All right, if you want the proper pronunciation of Louisville, act like you got some marbles in your mouth and just say Louisville.
I've been told it's Louisville, but I feel like I got molasses in my throat whenever I say it, so I usually just stick with Louisville.
I've been practicing this, so hopefully I don't mess it up. It is Louisville. Louisville.
It's Louisville, Kentucky, guys at home.
Louisville. Yeah. Just listen to Chris Redmond. He grew up in Louisville. Yeah. His pop's a legendary high school coach. Played his football in college for the Cardinals. Trust him.
But is Benny Snell even allowed to say Louisville?
That's a great point.
Right? Because he played for the rival, Kentucky, right?
Big Blue got that right. Here's Jason Bean on the rollout. And Bean is going to keep it 1st down and more for the former Kansas Jayhawk.
That's a little run game right there.
Does it count as a run play?
Yeah, it does count. It's quarterback run. And it's RPO, but he's still trying to throw the football. But it's a nice job of seeing that defensive end cave down a little bit too much. And so now you're just going to make a play on the outside.
Well, guys, that last drive, too, get him out of the pocket. He's been hit. Ball's been deflected. Let him see and obviously use his legs as well.
Big Benny with his 8th carry of the night. It's been tough running for him, 2 yards. 4th round pick by the Steelers in 2019. Made his name really on special teams. Had the most special team snaps for the Steelers in his 4-year run in Pittsburgh. And now is limping off. This is a serious concern because they have 2 healthy running backs for this game. Snell and Robinson, who was signed this week.
You can see Chris Redmond, the head coach, just a look when Snell came to the sideline. Definitely a look of concern.
Now to Robinson, to the 30.
It's a big call right here. Big call here on 3rd down. You feel like you've got the field goal in your pocket, but
Indigo and Zico where he's...
How do they handle this 3rd down?
How do we feel about 11? Rip, OB2 jet, go, X shallow. You got a clock, let's go.
Hey, Rip, OB2 jet, go, X shallow on Choco, ready? Yeah. Hey, X shallow, no. Take line.
3rd and 8 for Jason Bean. Here's this big move by Malik Fisher and nearly a one-handed catch by Javonte Payton. But that is one of the most feared pass rushers in the UFL, Malik Fisher, with the pressure.
Yeah, he's been a menace all season long. That terrific rush there because he has to get rid of the football because the shallow comes from the left side, and Fisher with the spin move on the inside, he just couldn't hold it any longer. He had to get rid of that football, and that's why you saw the misfire to Payton.
Here's Tanner Brown. This one from 48.
Please reset the play clock to 25 seconds. Play clock to 25. Clock will start on my signal.
1 and 9 for the kickers. Not just Tanner Brown, but John Hoyland as well. They become the first 2 kickers in UFL history with 3 makes of at least 50 yards in one game. This a little more manageable at 48. To tie the game. And we are knotted up at 22 with 10:05 remaining here in Houston.
We've got a kicker's duel. That's what it is. It's back and forth. Hoyland, I raise you one. Now Brown with the response.
Tanner Brown joins John Hoyland and Matt McCrane as the only kickers in UFL history to have 5 makes in the game. Moments ago, Eric McLean was trying to talk to Tanner Brown and get an interview, and his punter, the holder, Mac Brown, says, no, you cannot gain access to Tanner Brown. We are keeping good vibes only. You're not going to jinx him.
Listen, this
you
is
got chased off by a punter,
opportunity.
dude.
This is the league of opportunity, and they said stay away from our kicker, so I'm being respectful.
You cannot go to the dice table, and if someone's on a heater, you cannot mess with them. Come on, that's etiquette.
You're a baseball guy. It's like a pitcher throwing a no-no. You stay away from
Stay away. That's craps etiquette. Stay away from the guy on the heater.
And excuse me, it was Jake Bates, not Matt McCrane, with 5 field goals in a game. But exclusive company for both these kickers. And what a game tonight. Tied up at 22, approaching the 10-minute mark, and it's going to be Gamblers football at the 30-yard line in this wildly entertaining second half. WrestleMania 42 is Saturday and Sunday in Las Vegas, highlighted by WWE's biggest stars. Stream it on the ESPN app using the ESPN Unlimited plan. Coverage begins at 6 Eastern on ESPN2 Saturday and on ESPN Sunday.
I remember when WrestleMania was just like one day, like a 4-hour thing. Now WrestleMania is a full weekend. It is amazing. You get 2 nights of wrestling.
Well, see Emac and Mac Brown. Tagovailoa back to work. And keeping it with the ground and pound. About a 2-yard pickup for Marcus Yards.
Remember, we talked about it, Lowell, just a couple of seconds ago. It feels like, how would this team, Houston, play with the lead? Well, that lead's now gone. Okay, so they haven't had a scoring drive since the touchdown a little bit earlier from Tagovailoa, so they need to get something back going. A little bit of momentum as Louisville has gained it back with back-to-back scoring drives.
Kings 0-3, Houston 1-2. Both these teams feel like they are better than the record indicates. And here's Marcus Yards. Oh, he's a blower! Yards, end zone, over, hits. But the flag is down.
Not so fast.
And that was very fast.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it up there.
Offense, number 64. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Wow. Utter shock. This is where the hold is. Going to call Victor Kern right here, number 64.
That's me. I might throw that flag there.
See, now you guys are going to put Dean Blandino on the spot.
Yeah.
See, I'm looking at that right flag.
Dude, throw that flag somewhere.
The flag's in someone's pocket. Does that rise to a level of holding? I do see a little bit of restriction there.
You got 12 on the field on defense. That's
someone keeps that flag in his pocket.
Are you shocked by that, Kurt?
Yeah, I still think that there is restriction right at the point of attack.
Let's go, Jack. Let's go.
Yards had a 68-yard touchdown run. That would have been a 67-yard touchdown run.
Dean, I need the
901.
901, is that what it is? Dean, was it 901?
Please reset the game clock to 9 minutes, 1 second. 9:01, please. The clock will start on the snap.
10:01. No, 10:01. I'm sorry, 10:01.
10:01. 10:01, please, on the clock.
No, stop. Chris, it's 9:11. 9 minutes and 11 seconds.
Please reset the game clock to 9 minutes and 11 seconds. 9:11.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
Yep, you heard it.
That's close to a must-win as it gets for these teams trying to stay alive in the UFL race this week. 4 matchup.
Rip ass, rip ass, rip ass. Rip ass, rip ass. Keep going to quick. Try this shit.
Tagovailoa stretching it downfield, open man. The adjustment by Kirkland, but incomplete.
Watch this throw. Tagovailoa, he misses it. He double clutched. And that ball is just, he wants to be a little
It's in a good spot, Kirk, though. You're trying to keep it away from that safety.
Yeah, I understand, but he has to adjust all the way back, and I think Kirk was expecting that football right there on the numbers, and he had to adjust to it too late.
Really not a read, though. You're running through that stick route. They set on a kind of a last-minute decision from Tagovailoa there.
3rd and 17. Fake one way, go back the other. And Talia will just throw this out of bounds. And set up a 4th and punt for the Gamblers. What could have been Marcus Yarns broke free for what looked like a 67-yard touchdown run to make the overhit and give the Gamblers the lead. Called back.
I'm still stuck on him not challenging that guy. Yeah, that's huge.
That is a big play in this game, and I think you don't lose anything by challenging. Right. That is a crucial
and gain everything.
Absolutely.
Coaches can challenge any type of live ball situation. A penalty that was called or something that was not called. Here's Bell with the return on the 35-yard line, and that's where he will stay. Check in with Pam.
Well, the early season trend was the unders, but as tonight is witnessing, in the last couple of weeks, we started seeing over. So over 45.5 is guaranteed to cash. We've seen 24 points alone between Hoyland and Brown. So kudos to these kickers from both teams. And as far as the spread, the Canes entered tonight's matchup as 3-point road favorites. They're back down to -2.5, so not much change as of recently. But Lowell, recent road favorites this season, 1-5 against the spread. So it's still not guaranteed in this one.
Tonight's live odds update brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. DraftKings is the official sports betting partner of the UFL. New customers bet $5, get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the app and use promo code UFL when you sign up. Jason Bean, sideline, and just off the mark to Javonte Payton. Aaron, he throws some passes that look like gimmies that aren't even close, and then downfield some beautiful balls.
Yeah, just the inconsistency, just need to reel it in right now. But get on the move, that's right, he's an athletic quarterback. This ball's got to be in a spot where you can catch it, get upfield, and get some yards after the catch. These are layups, boys. Just got to put the ball right there for your
And even getting it out quicker, you're like, he has got to throw that football right now.
James Robinson with the carry. Picks up 3 yards. 3rd down.
Rip. First ball, right hash. Middle. 11. Rip, zip, 2 scat. Snag, slop. Rip, zip, 2 scat. Snag, slop.
See if they can get this ball up to Isaiah Winstead right there in the slot, number 11.
Being short of the 1st down. And the Gamblers hold. Winstead did make the catch. It was Quentin Newsom out of Nebraska in coverage.
Yeah, just an option route right there for Winstead. And he's just waiting. Bean is waiting for him to get open. He gets open, but well short of the 1st down mark.
Tanner Brown's protector, Mac Brown, now comes out to punt. 3rd punt for the Kings. First since shooing Eric McLean on the sideline.
Expecting an absolute rocket right here.
Lawrence Keys is the deep man. Tied up at 22.
Yeah.
6 minutes left.
Yeah, do what you want, big dog.
Here's Keys from the 6. Keys spins to the 22-yard line. And that's where the Gamblers' offense will take over. Kevin Sumlin, a Houston coaching legend at U of H, propelled him to the job at Texas A&M. Had a pretty good quarterback there with Johnny Football. Didn't go so well at the University of Arizona. Before coming back to the Gamblers, he was actually the co-offensive coordinator at Maryland. His quarterback, Talia Tagovailoa.
You can see now from last week to this week for Tagovailoa just looks so much more comfortable in running this offense.
Looking for daylight is Jalen White. Will pick up 2
Tagovailoa is going to have to make a play. He's got to make a play. Now, the running game has been worked, but now we get into about 5 minutes to go, a little over 5. He's going to have to make a play with his arm. Try to get a chunk play.
But how fitting with this game be going to overtime the week after Louisville had the heartbreaker that sparked the changes to the UFL overtime rules. Back to the ground. Jalen White going backwards, TFL.
Yep, we got to throw it.
How about a swoosh X shallow?
Yep.
11 personnel.
11.
Bunch left tear. 53 swoosh X shallow. Bunch left tear. 53 swoosh X shallow.
Guys, something we've seen the past 2 weeks is just this offense's inability to push the ball down the field. Everything's that RPO, the quick hitters, get the ball in the quarterback's hands. Nothing's pushing it 10 yards down the field. It's not a lot of confidence right now on the third and long.
It's all catch and run elements. There's a shallow. Tagovailoa stepping up. Oh, in and out of the hands of Nick Kubitz. He was thinking pick 6 to give Louisville the lead. Yeah, Nick Kubitz wasn't looking at the quarterback. He saw the shallow cross coming from the ex-receiver. He's going down to go make the play. Watch 36 right here on the left side of your screen. See, he's going to go make a tackle. He doesn't realize the football's coming right there. And that's why you get those hands on the heads, knowing that he missed an opportunity that could have set his team up on that side of the 50.
Houston started the second half with 3 straight scoring drives. It's now 3 straight 3-and-outs. Here's Carter Bell. Bell trying to outflank the Houston special teams unit.
On the left hash, coach.
Okay, make it Roy. 76 Scat Reno. Make it Roy. 76 Scat Reno. Thank you, Tony.
Hey, make it Roy. Make it Roy. 76 Scat Reno. Make it Roy. 76 Scat Reno.
Aaron, what are you seeing here with 4 minutes left? I know on the defensive side, it's 4-minute offense. They're trying to drain this clock. So we're trying to not only make tackles, but get them up quickly, try to save some time for our offense to get the ball on Houston.
I think this offense right now is like, let's just get a first down. You know, let's just get 1 first down and let's kind of stack from there.
Hard to have 4-minute offense without a run game.
Now James Robinson right now the only healthy running back for Louisville, as Benny Snell doubtful to return, and they go to Robinson. The flick by Bean on the backfield. The former Illinois State star and 4-year NFL vet.
That's a great drive starter, almost like a run play, actually. You get the ball out quickly. That's a little flare, outside zone,
Roy.
sweep type play.
Hey, Roy, flex the gun.
And we got a timeout for an injured Houston player. What a game. And it was a 16-6 lead for Louisville going into the half. And consider the way this game started. Second drive of the game, the Kings get it to the 1-yard line multiple times, go for it on 4th down. A play that the Gamblers thought that they actually got his stuff. That was a touchdown for Louisville. Offense slowed down after that until Houston ripped off 2 touchdown drives to start the second half.
It's been field goals ever since. It's like they get inside that red zone, inside the 10, and it's been tough. And that's not good for the Houston Gamblers right there. One of your, I think your best cover guy, Quentin. Kerry Vincent Jr. That's one of your better cover guys going out.
What?
In this portion of the football game.
One of 4 players for Kevin Sumlin's defense that has experience in the NFL regular season. 2 games under his belt. Last with the Eagles in 2022. 2nd and 6 for Bean. And Bean will give it to James Robinson. Nowhere to run as Keon Barnes makes a stop.
Lindy.
They're down.
Check. Yeah, zoom to Lindy. 5-jet Seattle. Zoom to Lindy. 5-jet.
Tell him take a good drop.
Zoom to Lindy. 5-jet Seattle.
Tell him take a good drop, coach.
Zoom to Lindy.
Take a big drop.
Under. Under, Mike, under.
Under center.
Play action for Bean. Pressure in his face. Gets out of the jam. Picked off! They took 1 away from Major Burns. there. Eugene Asante, the captain from Auburn, in Bean's face. And the former LSU star, Major Burns, with the interception.
Yeah, just watch. It's right over in here as both guys are working. It's over here late. You got the safety up top, and then Burns actually is over there on the tight end. He inserted himself from being the safety to coming down there on the tight end. And it's a tremendous job. The first thing that I saw was what? He was under center. We haven't seen Jason Bean under center all game long. And that time, they switched up their safeties, brought him down, and got a nice little interception.
Kurt, there's no run threat. Why we're doing play action? I have no idea.
Tiptoes the sideline for the first down.
Yeah. Let's bleed it. Hey, bleed it, Jack. Bleed it. Hey, double left. Okay. Double left. Liz Wilson, Pigeon. Them. On one-on-one, ready? Come on, can't start acting confused, bro.
Talia Tagovailoa, second straight week.
On the
quarterback for the Houston Gamblers. Trying to engineer the comeback win. Oh! Louisville tipped it. They were thinking interception, but it ends up as a completion.
Runs down.
For Lawrence Keys.
Yeah, almost had that one, number 7. 2-minute warning, but man, that could have been bad for the Houston Gamblers.
Flirting with disaster on their home field. But Tagovailoa confident as we hit the 2-minute warning. Moments ago, Talia Tagovailoa living right because Eric Garrer had his eyes on that pass. It ends up as a completion. Lawrence Keys, and the eyes of Talia says it all.
I try to no-look him, bro. I know. I try to, he ain't fall for none of that.
It was a fucking tight whistle.
Yeah. Once they blow this whistle.
Maybe now's not the time for the no-look.
Yeah. See, we got Matthew Stafford and Patrick Mahomes are doing it in the NFL, and Tagovailoa tried to do it. Yeah.
Double left. Let's go double left. Liz Wilson on Friday. Ready?
And there is Big Bro Tua. 2 minutes to go here in Houston. Louisville looking for win number 1. Houston for win number 2 to keep them alive in the UFL race. 2nd and 3 for Tagovailoa. Keeping it on the ground. It's going to be close to a first down pickup. Initial spot is 1 yard short. It's going to bring up a third down.
The first time out called by Louisville.
Their first and a half. Please reset the game clock to 1:56. 1:56.
We're going to get it right here.
John Hoyland chomping at the bit. 2 weeks ago, he was a UFL Special Teams Player of the Week after connecting from 50 yards for a walk-off win to defeat the Birmingham Stallions. He's made 2 from 50, 1 from 59 so far tonight.
Yeah, I don't think they want this to come down to the kicker. They want this offensive line that has played well in this second half to get out and get some blocks and create just a little bit of room to get this first down.
Pistol.
It's going to be 0.
They're expecting all out blitz.
Marcus Yarns the tailback on this 3rd and 1. Movement.
That's a flag. They can't do that.
That's a good question here. To maybe delay a game defense.
And they heard the big move call to the line.
He can't do that. We go.
We just got that done last.
You go, coach.
Delay a game. Defense number 42, disconcerting signal. 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
Yeah, we see this a lot in college football as well. You can hear it. It's the move. When you yell move and you get an abrupt movement by the defensive front, that is a penalty. We've seen that in college football as well. They're trying to get that out of the game, the abrupt movement after a signal call. And that's what you have on the defense. Delay game.
First down now for Kevin Sutton and the Houston Gamblers.
And I think Chris Redmond trying to challenge that one.
Hey, we good.
You can't challenge that, yeah.
We
Put
good,
it back in his pocket.
Has to be a live ball situation to be able to challenge.
Here you go. On the quick.
102 to go. Young secure. Tough sledding for pickup of 2. Another timeout by the Kings.
Second and a half, 30 seconds.
The same play.
They got one more timeout.
Yeah, they got one more timeout. We're gonna stay.
It's fine. We got one more play.
EP, that Apex player is giving us ball. We can't get to him unless we get our splits a little closer. Do you care about that?
Yeah, cut the split.
Hey, third down.
11, Trey Wright, Liz Wilson.
That's that free safety.
11 personnel. Trey Wright, Liz Wilson. Pistol. 2 hands on the ball from the backs.
Hold on.
They have won.
Hey, hold on. Hey, coach said 2 hands on the ball. Go for it. Let's go.
Nobody scored.
Let's go. Trey Wright, pistol, Lou Wilson. On 1-on-1. Ready?
Talia Tagovailoa, the all-time leading passer in Big Ten history.
10 seconds, Jack.
Trying to lead the Gamblers to a win. Jalen White with the kick. Trying to shift through some traffic. And back to the line of scrimmage. And another timeout.
Final time of the half, 30 seconds.
Final timeout for Louisville now. So now you're thinking that you have the field goal opportunity if you don't get it here on third. And how much time will be left for Louisville if they're able to get the ball back?
Right there. I'm talking to him. Right.
We really could just run ball
with
right there. No, it's 0. I know. But they're like, what, 8 yards off? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. All right.
You want to protect both edges? There goes one guy.
Let's go Trey right.
What?
Yes,
I'm going to just
12. No Indies, just gut check, get it off. Pistol Falcon right, gut check. Tight shape.
Let's go pistol, Falcon right, gut check. On Friday, ready?
And it is gut check time here in Houston. Another aspect of Chris Redmond using his last time out, loses the ability to challenge on the rest of regulation. 3rd and 7. And Jalen White is going to be dropped at the 20-yard line. So 4th down, here we go. Clock will continue to run as steady John Hoyland,
yeah, they're gonna probably
Wyoming's all-time leading scorer,
50-something seconds.
waiting for a chance to perhaps send Houston to the win.
I love how Tagovailoa and the offense were trying to get a chance to throw the ball on that 3rd down. He's like, no,
he's connected 3 times, at least 50 yards in this game.
That's why you run the football. You don't want to let the clock to stop. You drain the clock as much as you can because you have a field goal kicker in John Hoyland, who's been perfect tonight. And give him the opportunity to kick the game winner and leave Louisville with at least enough time as possible.
Not just perfect on the night.
Yeah, on the field goal. I don't want
to this point, the kicker of the UFL that claimed that.
I trust you with my life, kid.
Yep.
Nah, like, I trust you with my life.
He sent Houston to the win against Birmingham in walk-off fashion 2 weeks ago.
Yes, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God.
Fuck the rest of it.
Fuck it, you know what I mean?
Hoyland lining up for the 39-yarder to give Houston the lead with 1:02 left. And the kick is no good. For the first time this season, John Hoyland boots it. So 15 seconds. No timeouts remaining for Louisville to try to walk this one off.
And I'm stunned. Everything looked to be perfect. The snap, the hold, the kick with plenty of distance, but not the accuracy.
And back to work for Jason B. Boylan can't believe it. It was a high kick. You tell me. Wow, that looks inside the upright. Bean nailed!
You gotta hurry up here. Clock's ticking.
Houston calls their timeout.
John Joyner just took Jason Bean back to middle school. Chandler Rogers, who was high school teammates with Jason Bean, now starts to warm up.
That's a big hit. Talking about the emotions of now you get the missed field goal, and you got the opportunity for Bean.
Second timeout. Houston's elected to have the clock start on the snap. It's second down.
And watch this inside game right here. Get a little cross action, little inside tackle stunt, TT game. And there Joyner comes through free for the big sack.
Chandler Rogers comes in. He's 14 of 21 on the season. He was splitting some time with Jason Bean when Bean was shaky at the beginning of the season. Ended his career at Cal. He was a backup, and the reason why? Fernando Mendoza was his starter. 49 seconds left. No timeouts. And going on the ground with James Robinson.
Are we waving a white flag? What are we doing?
The only healthy running back right now for the Kings.
But the injury to Jason Bean was huge.
Excuse me. Timeout Houston, their second, 30 seconds.
The clock stopped on an injury by the offensive player. So the clock stopped and they moved to the next down. Houston was able to call timeout and not burn that timeout on first down or going into second down. So they still have one timeout here on third down. They have an opportunity to get this football back.
What kind of poetic justice would it be if Louisville goes to overtime the week after they lost in overtime against Orlando on a second defensive penalty in overtime? A rule that has since been changed in the wake of that loss.
Well, they got to pick up 3rd and 17 with a quarterback who's been sitting over there by Eric McLean for the entire game.
I think you got to keep this safe, man.
Yeah.
Maybe a screen, if anything.
Handler's trying to get the football back. They do play it safe. And Sante flying in to make the stop.
Timeout Houston, their final timeout of the half. 30 seconds.
Boylan could get another shot.
He can get another opportunity. With Bean being hurt on that first down play, Houston was going to call a timeout, but the injury to the offensive player, the clock stopped with Bean exiting the game. Houston was able to keep that timeout. So they call a timeout on 2nd and 3rd down, and that's what creates this opportunity to get the ball back and have one more shot at winning this game in regulation.
Lawrence Keys is the deep man for Houston. Played in the CFP at Notre Dame, got his degree, transferred to Tulane. Here's his chance. From the 29. Nothing there initially.
Right. 26 Z dagger X shim with the down call. Catch that dagger and go down, then we'll clock it. Okay. Trips right. 26 Z dagger X shim. The down, then we'll clock
some
it.
sort of
Hustle back to the line.
cover 2 here in these situations. So we love dagger routes versus cover 2. You know that as soon as it's completed, they should get up there and spike the football.
And down. You catch it, go down. No extra run after catch.
No timeouts remaining for either team.
Too high safety look.
Here you go, on the quick. Right inside.
Tony Bailoa trying to get Hoyland another shot. Running for his life. Eyes downfield. And the adjustment is made. Catch to the 49-yard line. Now Houston has to go.
Great job by Kirkland right there, sprinting the ball to the ground.
Clock it.
And there's the clock. It took an extra second. Aaron, what happened there?
Well, I don't think Tony Bailoa heard clock.
Bro,
He's thinking there's a play getting called. Everyone else heard clock. So just miscommunication.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Trips left tear, 27 nuts fluted.
Hey, trips left tear, 27 nuts fluted.
Trips left tear, line up.
You can't clock it after 27. I got you. 27.
And Aaron, you know what's always difficult in this situation? A team that's been in shotgun the entire game having to go under center to clock it.
So that clock it from God. I don't think he
Come on, Jack.
He was not communicated to the quarterback.
Right inside.
Take by Loa. Pressure in his face. He is sacked.
And that's the game.
And it's Daniel Gresham.
That's regulation. That's done. Because you don't have enough time to stop. So we do have overtime.
For the second straight week, Louisville goes to overtime.
Come here.
With a new rule in place. Absolutely wild.
Can't take a sack in that situation. Can't take a sack. A sack ultimately ends the game. You see it on the outside. Nice little text game. In first, tackle comes second. And that's the play that ends the regulation. And now we set up overtime.
Fourth overtime game in UFL history. And it's going to be shootout style. Alternating attempts from the 5-yard line.
Yes.
3 attempts per team. Or until the winner is decided. We went an extra round a week ago between Louisville and Orlando. And this is how the game ended. Corey Mayfield playing defense in the end zone. He is called for the defensive hold. Since that was the second defensive penalty in overtime, it ended it.
Because this was the second defensive foul by Louisville during the overtime period, the try is good, Orlando wins, and the game is over.
That left a bad taste in the mouth of football fans. Mike Rapoli, the new owner of the UFL, wanted to change, and we got a change immediately. This week, the overtime rule was altered, so a game can no longer end on a defensive penalty. And here we go again.
I mean, you've been wishing for it, clamoring for it all game long. Okay. And you got your wish, Delindo.
But now, if you're Louisville,
yes,
they changed the rule for you. You better get it done. So every defensive foul is half the distance to the goal. Fouls by both teams will offset. The try is replayed. The game can no longer end on a defensive penalty in overtime. So from the 5-yard line, it's similar to a shootout in soccer. What a game for two teams that are looking at a loss, meaning potentially out of the picture for the UFL chase. Top 4 get into the playoffs. These are two teams in the bottom 4 of the standings. Tagovailoa and Houston will start.
On it quick.
Could be man, huh?
Tagovailoa rolling the pocket, throwing in zone, broken up. And that was Corey Mayfield.
Nice job by Mayfield. That's a sprint out to the right. He stayed in his coverage and got the hand in there, knocked that ball away. Nice job by 12.
I feel like you just rushed it. You just kind of ran it and you just kind of ran.
This is good news for Louisville. Jason Bean is back in the game after John Joyner rocked his world. Bean pumped it and is sacked. So 2 unsuccessful tries in the first round. Malik Fisher, the man on the spot.
Whether it's in regulation or overtime, you better make sure you've got multiple guys ready for number 92 on the outside. On the right side of the screen, Malik Fisher, one of the best pass rushers in all of the UFL. That time, just one-on-one, Malik Fisher's going to win that battle every single time. That time, the sack, and now we're on to round number 2.
Gotta go. 15.
15.
Send him.
Send him. Clock's running. Let's go.
Go. Looks like man. Yep, here they come.
He's got a definite. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Tagovailoa. Once again, flushed. Flag is down. And in and out of the hands of John Trey Kirkland in the end zone.
Yeah, but I think that we get a flag on the right tackle.
Holding offense number 70. The penalties declined. The try is unsuccessful.
So offensive penalty means an unsuccessful try in overtime.
It was on the outside, a little bit of a hole on the DN that allowed Tagovailoa to get to that outside and try to create that throw, but right in front of the official. It is right here. That's on the outside. Now watch when Tagovailoa gets to the outside. Just that right hand. See that hole? Right, grabs the jersey. Right there, McKenzie, number 70. That kills the entire play.
Roy Shortzap, K6 snake and shallow. Here we go. Stay on the move, Jason.
Bean rolling right to the end zone. The adjustment, the catch, hold in by Trey McKinney. The Kings are a stop away from winning in overtime.
Watch this. You've got 87 and 85. So McKinney and Weidemeyer both are open in the back of the end zone. Watch both tight ends. They uncover. They get lost. So Bean actually had 2 options for that throw, for the conversion. He chose McKinney, 87, but he also had Weidemeyer on the opposite side.
Here we go.
Looks like they went out here.
They're confused.
What is it saying?
On the quick.
Certainly, Marcus.
Tagovailoa nowhere to go, throws it up. A flag is down, short of the end zone. And the fight and the jump into the end zone, but ruled down.
But we have a holding call. That kills the play before it even happens.
Holding offense number 70. The penalties declined. The runner stepped out of bounds. The game is over.
They changed the rules after Louisville suffered heartbreak in overtime last week, and poetic justice for Chris Redmond and the Kings. Winners for the first time this season.
I think you couldn't have scripted it any better, right? You mentioned what happened last week, what transpired last week. And here it is again, the right tackle, 70, McKenzie again. There's the hold. So the flag comes in. And now you're hoping for a defensive penalty that can continue the game. But once he steps out of bounds, that ends the conversion attempt and ball game to the Kings.
How about that connection from Jason Bean to Trey McKinney? 2 players that were knocked out of the game earlier tonight. Bean got that hit. Trey McKinney had someone fall on him in the end zone, but they find a way to get it done.
Here with the winning coach, it's almost poetic justice. The overtime rules changed. Not that it was applicable here, but you go into overtime the very next week, and you get the first victory for Louisville, a place you grew up. What does that mean to you?
It means the world, you know. I mean, these guys, they played so hard. They never gave up. It wasn't the prettiest game, let's be honest. And we just fought to the end, though. Nobody quit out there. And I'm just really, really proud of my team for fighting the whole time. Thanks, baby. Thanks, baby.
Coach, I know how much this community means to you in Louisville, a place that you literally grew up. And I saw the joy on your face when you walked off. Yeah. Just for you personally, what does this mean?
It means so much. I mean, there's so many people that's been on my side and so much support back in Louisville. And that's my hometown. That's what I'm out here fighting for those guys every week. So it just means the world to you. And thank you out there. And, we're going to keep battling every week. And that was just a real special night for me. I really appreciate it.
Congratulations, Coach.
So much. Appreciate it.
Lowell, back to you, brother.
What a moment of positivity.
Thank you.
That this team, led by Chris Redmond, desperately needed. Jason Bean showing a lot of toughness, battling back in his native state of Texas. And Bean, when it was all on the line, found Trey McKinney, a guy with NFL playoff experience, for the winning score.
Yeah, the former Los Angeles Charger McKinney right there in the back of the end zone with the conversion. And just think about the final sequence. John Hoyland was exceptional all season long. A missed field goal allowed Louisville to stay in this game and have this opportunity. And they find a way to get it to overtime, and they get their first win of the season.
Hoyland misses for the first time this season. Louisville wins for the first time this year. And for the 5th straight game, the over hits for Aaron Murray and Eric McLean, as well as Kirk Morrison. I'm Lowell Galindo. Thank you so much for starting week number 4 of the UFL season with us in Houston.